Number 5, Claire Thomas. Number 7, Samantha Crane. Number 10, Captain Megan Briscoe. Number 11, Shannon Sullivan. Number 12, Crystal Senza. Number 13, Sarah Avaroa. Number 50, Megan McCullough. Number 17, goalkeeper Larkin Underwood. And number 20, Adriana Poway. And the coach, Tom Schwartz. Now the technical home team for tonight's game, the Torrey Falcons. Starting in goal, senior Jessica Geller. Number 3, senior Samantha Sussman. Number 4, senior captain Jamie Clark. Number 5, junior Lauren Jeffers. Number 6, sophomore Rachel Poway. Number 8, senior Kelly Schwager. Number 10, sophomore Megan Dickey. Number 12, senior Rachel Hillman. Number 15, sophomore captain Rachel Mueller. Number 17, junior Megan Bogart. And number 21, freshman Heather Young. Coaches Dennis Costello, Jim Steenworth, and Steve Saylor. We are ready to get underway, folks.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's Girls Division I CIF semifinal match between the Poway Titans and the Torrey Pines Falcons. Tonight is a game between two teams that know each other quite well. They finished first and second in the Palomar League, arguably the toughest league for girls soccer in San Diego County. Tonight's game is being brought to you from Simcox Field at Oceanside High School, where after a couple of days of rain, this field has actually held up quite well. You can see a few puddles here on the near sideline, right in front of Poway coach Tom Schwartz, and maybe on the far side, we'll see a little bit. For the Poway Titans, starting in goal tonight, Larkin Underwood. Their sweeper, Shannon Sullivan. In the back, Adrienne Boisvert and Shelly DiMaria. In midfield, they have Megan Briscoe, Megan McAuliffe, Crystal Sanza, Sarah Abaroa, and Claire Thomas. Up front, Kamaya Damwick and Sammy Crane. The Poway Titans are wearing the all-green jerseys tonight. Poway comes in tonight as the number 3 seed in the playoffs. They're also the number 3 ranked team in San Diego County. Poway has a rich tradition. They've won 3 CIF championships under Tom Schwartz. In 1994, they defeated Patrick Henry High School in the finals. In 91, they were co-champions along with San Diego High School. And back in 1989, these two teams played to a tie in the finals and were 3A co-champions of CIF back then. The Torrey Pines Falcons are wearing the maroon jerseys with the black shorts. They've got white and gold trim. They're defending the north goal. Their starting lineup: Jessica Gellert in goal, Rachel Bueller the sweeper, Megan Bogart the stopper. Sammy Sussman and Lauren Jeffers are the 2 outside backs. Rachel Cohen, number 6, the center midfielder. Kelly Schweihart and Megan Dickey, the 2 outside midfielders. And up front, Rachel Hillman, Heather Young, and Jamie Clark. The Torrey Pines Falcons won the very first CIF championship ever awarded in San Diego CIF section history back in 1982. And they have gone on to win 12 titles, the most of any school in San Diego section history. And there's a shot, our first shot on goal. Center midfielder, Megan Briscoe, number 10 for Poway, rumbling through the middle there. The Torrey Pines Falcons, as I mentioned, 12 CIF titles coming into tonight, looking for a chance to go back to the finals. Long goal kick, up in the middle of the field. Poway controls and wins it. You are watching George Langevin Video Productions. I'm Jeff Scott. Tonight's game can be purchased by calling 858-571-3478. First free kick of the game, Megan Briscoe from Poway here on the left side. She's going to try to knock this ball deep into the box. Poway and Torrey Pines know each other very well. They have already played 4 times this season. In the finals of the Bonita Vista Barons tournament, Torrey Pines defeated Poway in the championship match. In the Torrey Pines tournament, Poway returned the favor and beat the Falcons in their own tournament. And then in 2 league games this year, Poway dropped both games to Torrey Pines by 1 goal. 1-0 in the first match, 2-1 in the second match. All the games have been very close. Like I mentioned before, Poway finishing second in the Palomar League, Torrey Pines finishing first. These two teams are settling into play right now, kind of knocking it back and forth in midfield. A couple of balls have gone out of bounds. Nobody able to establish possession just yet. Abaroa throws it in up front. Megan Briscoe now turns, tries to get herself into the box. Easily handled by Kelly Schweihart. Kelly Schweihart knocks it out of play. Ball thrown into the box, and again, Schweihart knocks it out. This time it's Megan McAuliffe, the center midfielder for Poway. Tracking back. Oh, gives it away in the midfield. Schweihart running through the middle now, putting the Poway defense under pressure with a long ball here. Sullivan handles that easily. Up to Crystal Sanza in midfield. Sanza runs across midfield and stops. Steps over the ball and turns. She's going to be your playmaker here in midfield for the Titans tonight. Megan Briscoe out here. Looks like Kamaya Damwick on the left side. The ball's knocked away from her. Poway having a little bit more of the possession here early on, putting a lot of pressure on the Falcons at Torrey Pines. There's a long ball down into the corner. Can they keep it in play? Oh, it deflects in the middle. And the goalkeeper's got to come out and make a great save. Jessica Gellert off of her line very quickly. Kamaya Damwick putting her under a little bit of pressure. Now, number 15, Megan McAuliffe. Excuse me, number 5, Claire Thomas with the ball. McAuliffe pressuring. Claire Thomas comes back to help her out. The referee blows the whistle for a foul. First foul of the night on Poway. Here's Rachel Cohen with the ball. Cohen is going to do for the Titans what Sanza, for the Falcons, what Sanza does for the Titans, really be the playmaker in the central midfield area. I'm going to say Cohen shoved her way through that tackle. The free kick is going to go to Poway. Here's Claire Thomas, number 5. Just a young sophomore. She looks long up the field. Finds Kamaya Damwick. Number 7, Sammy Crane. Can't keep the ball. And here come the Falcons counterattacking. Stepping around one tackle, into another. Now it's number 21, Heather Young, down in the corner of the box. Oh, she turns her defender. Rides off the tackle, and we're going to have our first corner kick of the game for Torrey Pines. Heather Young's a very strong forward. Big and tall, can hold the ball under pressure. And you saw what she can do with the ball right there. Fought off 2 Poway defenders, earned herself the first corner of the evening. Now number 10, Megan Dickey. She plays the right midfield spot. Very smooth, skillful player. Takes all the corner kicks. Megan Dickey into the box. There's Rachel Cohen at the 18. Ball takes a deflection. Larkin Underwood, Poway goalkeeper, cannot get to it as it goes out of bounds for another corner kick. Torrey Pines is a very dangerous team on corner kicks. In the quarterfinals against Mount Carmel, Torrey Pines scored both of its goals coming from corner kicks, both of them taken by Megan Dickey. The first one coming late in the second half, the second one in the second overtime, as Torrey Pines defeated Mount Carmel in the CIF quarterfinals at Torrey Pines High School last Saturday to advance to this semifinal game. Poway trying to clear it out of their own end now. There's a foul as Heather Young is knocked hard to the ground. Now Megan Dickey looking for Young. Torrey Pines putting the Titans under a lot of pressure. Sammy Sussman, the little Torrey Pines right back. She'll get the ball and throw it into play early. Torrey Pines is going to switch fields. Now the Falcons start to assert a little bit of possession of their own, keeping the ball. Kamaya Damwick just can't quite hold on to the ball up top for the Titans. Poway wins it back in midfield. Here's Crystal Sansa. And she's nudged off the ball by Rachel Cohen. Our referee tonight in the center, Bill Leake. The referee's assistants tonight. Paul Tompkins and Steve Tompkins. Megan Briscoe takes the long free kick. Knocks it into the Torrey Pines penalty area, but no one there. Claire Thomas couldn't get a handle on that ball. Couldn't keep it in play. Torrey Pines lets it go out easily for a goal kick. So after a bit of early pressure from Poway, now Torrey Pines is starting to assert themselves a little bit more. You can see that the field's a little bit slippery out there. Players along this near touch line trying to keep their footing. Claire Thomas throws the ball in. Sammy Crane can't keep it in play. But there's Crystal Sansa. Up to Kamaya Damwick. I mentioned that Torrey Pines won their quarterfinal game in overtime against Mount Carmel. Poway also won their quarterfinal game at home Saturday against Rancho Bernardo High School. In overtime, 3-2. Kamaya Damwick pouncing on a loose ball in the Rancho Bernardo penalty area to stab home the winner and send the Titans on to the semifinal match. Now here we've got a corner kick. Very dangerous ball. Poway's got a couple of very tall players in the box waiting for this ball. It's knocked back to the far post. And a shot. Megan Briscoe is going to try to chase this down and keep it in play. Actually, oh my, you see a couple of players slip and slide and fall down, and reminds me of those things slip and slides we had when I was a kid. Turn the hose on and run full steam down the front yard. Well, here comes Kelly Schweihart. Her pass blocked. Claire Thomas trying to play quickly, a little too quickly. And Rachel Cohen does a great job for the Falcons, pouring through out of midfield. They're going to let them play on. No fouls as a referee. Rachel was bumped off the ball. But Heather Young was able to get that ball easily. Now here comes Sansa and Kamaya Damwick on the left wing side. Kamaya cuts back to the middle. Still keeping possession. And she's knocked hard to the turf. Number 15, Rachel Bueller, steps up. Does not let her go any farther. It's a hard foul. Megan Briscoe's going to take the free kick. You can see Megan's wearing gloves. It is a little chilly out here this evening. Long ball, near post, harmlessly wide. Jessica Gellert, the Torrey Pines goalkeeper, lets it go. We've been playing almost 12 minutes now. There's no score in the CIF Division I semifinal matchup between the Torrey Pines Falcons and the Poway Titans. Torrey Pines knocks the ball forward. They cannot keep possession. Number 13, Sarah Araboa, wins it for Poway. Now it's Rachel Cohen for the Titans. Falcons keeping possession. Overlapping out of the back on the left side. And the referee blows a whistle. Kelly Schweihart, the left midfielder for Torrey Pines, getting up the field there. Poway takes the free kick. Megan Briscoe can't get her head on that ball. There's Kelly Schweihart, taken down hard by Megan Briscoe. We're going to have a battle in midfield between those two players. Both of them, veteran players, leaders on their clubs. Schweihart steps over, tries to step by, can't get by Avaroa. Now it's Heather Young on the ball. Plays it back. Crossed into the middle and headed away strongly. Here's Schweihart again. Back to Jeffers. Jeffers knocks it over the top, and easily the ball is handled by Larkin Underwood, the Poway goalkeeper. And we've got a whistle and a foul on that punt. Looks like Megan Briscoe's going to take most of these. She's looking for Crystal Sansa up front. Crystal tries to lay it off. Kamaya Danwick running through, and I think Kamaya's been called for a foul. Referee indicates that there will not be a throw-in. Kamaya, a very dangerous player on the flank for the Titans, creates a lot of problems with her speed and her tenacity. Rachel Bueller knocking the ball well forward for Torrey Pines now. Number 4, Jamie Clark with the ball. Back to Rachel Cohen. Over the top. Not quite. It was a good shot by Rachel Cohen from about 35 yards out, but really not close enough to challenge Larkin Underwood. I think Larkin just wanted to make sure that it was way over. Oh, the goal kick for the Titans. Torrey Pines has got everybody pushed up now. They're going to see if they can pressure the Titans into making a mistake in their own end. And sure enough, oh, we've got a foul. I thought Heather Young had stolen that ball cleanly. So did she. She voiced her objections to the referee. Poway takes the long free kick. Up to Crystal Sansa. She can't hold it. Rachel Cohen wins it back. Jamie Clark over to Heather Young. The ball gets played off a Titans' backside. There's Megan McAuliffe. She tries to switch it wide, and Sammy Crane just wasn't out wide enough for that ball. Ball overran her a little bit. Poway's a little bit tight in the midfield. They're having a hard time connecting with the forwards up top. And the Titans will throw the ball back in. Headed on. Torrey Pines just easily wins that ball. And what Torrey Pines seems to be doing is waiting, challenging Poway to throw it or knock it long into their end where they're going to win it back in their own third of the field. Now here's Heather Young turning, running at players. Claire Thomas with a great tackle. I don't think Heather realized that that was her teammate coming up to win the ball. Kelly Schweihart plays it into the space. In behind, little Rachel Hillman trying to get to the ball. Rachel Hillman's probably the smallest player on the field. Tremendous work ethic, though. Here's Rachel Cohen now. Switching it. Over here to number 3, Sammy Sussman. She comes up the right side. Plays it in the box. Oh, it's deflected. And just wide. That could have been very dangerous. Not much of a shot, but a very dangerous ball that Sammy Sussman played into the box from the right flank. And Megan Dickey's going to come over and take another corner kick.
There'll be a corner kick coming up for the Warriors.
Torrey Pines sweeper Rachel Bueller. She's going to come all the way up into the box now. Try to get her head on this ball. She's very effective in the air, very strong player. Poway's got 10 players back in the box. And they headed away. Megan Briscoe gets ahead to it first. Now Larkin Underwood watches that ball roll harmlessly out of bounds as Torrey Pines' Kelly Schweihart tried to play it back in across the face of the goal mouth. Nobody had a chance for it. Poway now under a little more pressure. Early on, they were the team putting the pressure on, but now it's been Torrey Pines for the last 10-15 minutes. We're almost at the midway point of the first half of tonight's CIF Division I semifinal matchup between the Poway Titans and the Torrey Pines Falcons. Between them, these two teams have won 15 CIF championships. Oh, here's a chance now. Rachel Hillman in. Jamie Clark shoots it wide. Well, the ball fell for Jamie a little bit awkwardly. I thought she might get a better shot at it. Rachel Hillman chased the loose ball into the box and tried to lay it back for Jamie. Jamie really couldn't get solid footing. I was out on the field earlier tonight. I walked out on the field to check it out. It is wet, but it's not that slippery. The players should be able to keep their footing most of tonight. Occasionally on the sideline, you'll see the players slip a little bit. There are some puddles. A big, strong player like Heather Young just knocks it back in, putting Poway under pressure again. Megan Dickey, going to throw this ball back in on the right flank. She's doing a great job here on the right flank for the Falcons at Torrey Pines. Rachel Cullen with a soft touch right back to her. Dickey trying to cross it. And Megan McAuliffe comes away with the ball. Now the Poway Titans quickly counterattacking in the middle. It's Sammy Crane. She's got Kamaya out here. She can find Kamaya Damwick down the left wing, but Rachel Bueller beats her to the ball and plays it off Kamaya for good measure to give Torrey Pines a throw-in. Very solid play by Rachel Bueller, the sweeper for Torrey Pines. She's a veteran back there. Megan Dickey now going to throw this ball in. Rachel Bueller, only a sophomore, and yet plays like a veteran back there. Now Poway with the ball again attacking. It's Megan Briscoe from Sansa. She tries to play Sansa again. Sansa's going to try to get into the box, and she just can't quite turn. McAuliffe heads the ball back in strongly. McAuliffe's going to get another chance here. She volleys it towards Torrey Pines' penalty area. Now the Titans really pushing forward. The Titans only play with 3 at the back and 5 in midfield. And once they get all 5 of those midfielders forward, they're able to put more pressure on the opposing team. Torrey Pines handles the pressure, though. Gets the ball after. The ball rolls harmlessly over the end line for a goal kick. Rachel Bueller back to take it. Now it's the Titans pushing forward, putting a lot of pressure on the Falcons. It's a great ball. All the way to midfield practically. Megan McAuliffe wins it with her head. The Titans getting first to the ball each and every time for probably the last 6 or 7 changes of possession. There's a little bit of nudge by Kamaya Damwick, and Torrey Pines is going to get a free kick. Oh, and they give it right away. Sammy Crane in the middle of the field. She doesn't have a lot of help. Most of the Poway players were retreating to defend. Torrey Pines clears it. Kamaya Damwick on her head. Crystal Zanza now running through the middle of the field. She tries to slip it through and just can't get it. And no substitutions in this game so far. Both teams going with their starting 11. There's Heather Young. Kelly Schweihart pushing up the left side. Oh, she turns the defender and turns the corner. Trying to get into the box. Rides through one tackle, and she does cross it. But Megan McAuliffe is there to win the ball. Now Heather Young stumbles, but keeps possession. She's a very strong player for the Falcons, holding the ball, looking. Now turns and takes a shot, and it rolls to Larkin Underwood, the Poway goalkeeper. Underwood clears the box. Megan Briscoe going forward, trying to find Kamaya Damwick here on the left side. Damwick is really doing a lot of work. She's playing both sides of the field, doing all the hard running. Crystal Sansa and Sammy Crane seem to be more central players, with Sansa playing behind Crane in more of a playmaker role. Now Crane gets her leg up high, and referee Bill Leake calls Poway for a foul. We've been playing for almost 25 minutes. There is no score in tonight's CIF semifinal match between Poway and Torrey Pines. Rachel Hillman tries to run through. Can't create a chance. Now it's Megan Dickey with a nice little clever move. She plays the ball behind her defender and then knocks it out of bounds. I'm Jeff Scott, and you are watching George Langevin Productions. Tonight's game coming to you from Simcox Field at Oceanside High School. There is no score between the Poway Titans and the Torrey Pines Falcons. Poway taking the long kick. Claire Thomas over here, the left midfielder. She tries to turn, and she's put under a lot of pressure. She and Heather Young have been battling all night on this side of the field. Now, Poway absorbed a good 15 minutes of pressure from Torrey Pines, and now has been able to create a few attacks for themselves. Most of them have come through Crystal Sansa, their center midfielder. Kamaya Damwick looks to be the most dangerous Poway player going forward, as Heather Young is the same kind of player for Torrey Pines. Now, here's Megan Dickey surging forward. She crosses it all the way across. Schweihart can't get there. Hillman watches the ball. Schweihart comes and gets it anyway. Crosses it back, and Larkin Underwood takes it easily. Jamie Clark not in there quick enough to put any pressure on the Poway goal. Claire Thomas on the left side. Megan Briscoe now with the ball. She finds Sansa. Now it's really 3-on-5. Torrey Pines gets a lot of numbers back, and Sammy Crane can't get on the other end of that pass. Rachel Cohen coming the other way. Dances by two players in the midfield. And she finds Megan Dickey. Back to Cohen, who goes all the way down the middle of the field. It's 3-on-2. If Torrey Pines can get forward, they've got numbers. The ball's lofted to the far post. Oh, my. That looked harmless and kept drifting and drifting and drifting. Larkin Underwood made the save. Jamie Clark took the shot. Now here's Kamaya Damwick back the other way for Poway. It's a great game, up and down for both these teams. Crystal Sansa puts Kamaya in. Kamaya's trying to get to the top of the box. And Jessica Geller, the Torrey Pines goalkeeper, calls off the players and easily gets the ball. Now she gives it to Rachel Bueller. Kelly Schweihart plays it up the left side. Poway's defense stops him cold. And we've got a dangerous play, I believe, on Megan Briscoe of the Poway Titans. Lauren Jeffers takes a quick kick for Torrey Pines. Kelly Schweihart tries to shoot it. It's deflected. Here comes the Poway goalkeeper way out of her box. Jamie Clark beats her to the ball, though. Takes it to the corner. If she can get a cross off, now Poway gets their defense back. Jamie Clark turns now with her left foot into the box. Larkin Underwood handles it easily. Now they try to play quickly out here on the left side. Again, it's Crystal Sansa to Kamaya Damwick. And the ball hung on the line there just for a second and then rolled out of bounds. Torrey Pines throw in. Megan Dickey, who's been up and down this right flank for Torrey Pines, throws it in. Claire Thomas gets her head to it. And there's Megan McAuliffe. Rachel Cohen all the way to the goalkeeper. That was a big ball up high. Very difficult to judge for the players in the field. Goalkeeper had it all the way. Now Kelly Schweihart falls down. And here comes Poway back the other way. Always, they seem to find Crystal Sansa. And she always ends up with the ball. Now here's Kamaya Damwick trying to play it up the left wing side. Can't do it. Torrey Pines looks for Jamie Clark up top, and ball's knocked out of bounds. We're going to have our first substitution of the game. Entering the game for Torrey Pines, number 20, Carrie Meckling. She's going to wait. She's not going to come on just yet. Claire Thomas goes and knocks it out of bounds. Now Torrey Pines can make the substitution because they have possession. Coming off the field, number 12, Rachel Hillman. A little forward who did a great job on the left wing side. So let's see what number 20, Carrie Meckling, can do there at the left forward position. She's a much taller player. Hillman was a very fast, skillful player. Let's see how the contrast in styles plays out. Sammy Crane all the way back to take this throw in. Sammy looking down the line. Torrey Pines has lots of defenders back. Kamaya Damwick heads it back into the middle. Crystal Sansa now really the lone forward player for Poway. And there's Megan McAuliffe breaking it up in midfield. She has been their defensive midfielder all day and done a great job holding possession. Now she tries to cross it. Kelly Schweiart cuts that off. Here's Carrie Meckling, her first touch, and it goes the other way. Megan Briscoe. Oh, to Crystal Sansa. She runs at the defender. One cut. It's on her left. Tries to get the shot off and just can't. Now Megan Briscoe's got a chance at the top of the box, and she can't pull the trigger either. Dangerous opportunity for Poway. Torrey Pines gets out of it. Rachel Cohen distributing wide. Ball runs out of bounds just a little bit long. These two teams very well coached, very disciplined, very skillful. The Poway coach, Tom Schwartz, one of the best coaches in San Diego County, arguably the finest women's coach in San Diego County for both club and high school soccer. He coached several U.S. women's national team players, including Shannon McMillan and Nikki Serlenga. Dennis Costello, the Torrey Pines coach, probably the winningest high school girls soccer coach in San Diego CIF section history. Torrey Pines winning more titles than anybody ever in any division. Megan Dickey with a harmless shot goes right to Larkin Underwood, Poway goalkeeper. Torrey Pines keeps possession though. It's Kelly Schweiart looking for Heather Young. Larkin Underwood wins it. Larkin tries to knock the ball up here on this left side for Poway, but there was nobody here. Actually, she was very lucky that ball didn't go straight to Megan Dickey and come back at her. So Torrey Pines into Heather Young. Heather Young on her left foot to the far post. Carrie Meckling just couldn't get her head on that ball. It was a little bit too long for her. Both these coaches very calm while they're up and standing. You don't hear much in the way of instructions. Their teams are very well coached. They know what the coaches want them to do. Tough goal kick in this wet weather comes all the way over to the left side. It's Kamaya Damwick. She turns one defender, tries to turn a second, and gives it to Rachel Cohen of Torrey Pines. Rachel Cohen steps over one tackle. Tries to look down the wing, and we've got an offsides call. Jamie Clark just a little bit in ahead of that pass. Not able to keep herself on sides. Actually, that ball might have been for Heather Young, and Jamie Clark just got herself into the play too quickly. Now a long free kick from the back, looking for Crystal Sansa, and they just can't find her up top. Rachel Cohen gets the ball out here to Megan Dickey. Up to Heather Young. Heather Young turns on the ball. She's got Megan running. Oh, Poway breaks it up. Megan McAuliffe plays it wide. The ball just won't go out of bounds. Great play by Heather Young to keep it in play. Now here's Jamie Clark with a play on her back, trying to turn. She's got no space. Oh, and she gets around the corner. She can't turn the player. There she is. She still has it. Megan Dickey with a dangerous ball at the near post, and Larkin Underwood has to knock it out for a corner. I think Larkin Underwood thought that ball was going to go out of bounds for a goal kick, and it bent right back in at her, and she had to knock it down and out of bounds for a corner kick. Now a dangerous chance for Torrey Pines. Megan Dickey doing a great job on this right flank. She'll take the corner. There are 8 Torrey Pines Falcons up in the box. Goes to the far post. There's Jamie Clark. She got a head on it but couldn't get it forward. Megan Briscoe clears it out. Kelly Schweiart over the top and easily handled by the goalkeeper. Now it's thrown out by Larkin Underwood, and Kelly Schweiart comes out and gets it. Ball knocked in the box. Heather Young goes down. No call by the referee. I don't think there was a foul. I think the two players just ran into each other. Number 11, Shannon Sullivan, the sweeper for Poway, doing a great job. Now it looks like Torrey Pines is going to make another substitution here. Heather Young is going to come off. And let's see who the player they're going to put in is. The player is number 13, Miley Teva Poway here. And the sweeper slipped taking the goal kick. They're going to have to take it over again. The ball's not live until it actually leaves the penalty area, so as long as the ball's still in there, anybody can run in and pick it up, I suppose. Shannon Sullivan's going to try to do this one more time, and this time keep her feet. I mentioned that it has rained the last 2 days, but this field here at Oceanside High School has held up very well in spite of the weather. Megan Briscoe flicks it over the defender's head. Kamaya Damwick on to Crystal Sanza. Crystal tries to put it through, and she gets it back. Now it's 3-on-3 if they can push at them. Oh, they just get crossed up, and Rachel Bueller knocks it away. Now Jamie Clark on to Miley. Carrie Meckling waiting for the ball. Now she has it. Turns, looking in the middle. Miley trying to turn. She had a player all over her back and just couldn't go anywhere with it. Sammy Crane has now dropped into a central midfield role with the Poway Titans. And Crystal Sanza has moved into a more of a forward role with Kamaya Damwick. And Megan McAuliffe continues to win just about every ball in the air for Poway. And Larkin Underwood easily handles that long-range shot. I'm not sure that was a shot. Claire Thomas can't keep it in play. The ball comes all the way over the fence here on the near side. Well, Torrey Pines again beginning to assert themselves. They did this midway through the half. And as we close in at the end of this first half here, there's only about 5 minutes to play. With a score, Torrey Pines 0, Poway 0, in the CIF Division I girls semifinal matchup. Two very good teams. These two teams finished first and second in the Palomar League, which is arguably the toughest girls high school soccer league in San Diego County. The Titans finished 8-2. Their only 2 losses in league, both 1-goal games to Torrey Pines. Now Claire Thomas, she has to back up. Referee says, nope, you've got to throw it from back here. So she's looking, and there's not a lot of place to throw. Torrey Pines is backed way up. They're daring her to throw the ball long. Kamaya Damwick gets a touch, as does Megan Briscoe, but back to Rachel. Bueller at the back. Now Briscoe with the ball in midfield. It is stolen away. Rachel Cohen doing a great job in the center midfield for Torrey Pines. Sammy Sussman to Megan Dickey. Megan's got to play on the far side if she can find her, but she really can't, and she's knocked down by Megan Briscoe. And she falls awkwardly. Megan helps her up. Tremendous sportsmanship there, being shown by the Titan captain number 10, Megan Briscoe. They play quickly, though. Sammy Sussman of Torrey Pines up this wing. Miley tries to turn her defender, and she just gives it away. Briscoe knocks it up. And you can hear Larkin Underwood, the Poway goalkeeper, telling her players to get themselves up and out of the box, trying to get themselves forward. Oh, the referee blew the whistle quickly there for handball. I think he might have let them play. Poway had a bit of an advantage if he lets them go on. It doesn't matter. Rachel Bueller wins the head ball anyway. Now it's Megan Dickey looking down the right side here. Cross. They're looking for Jamie Clark in the middle, and they just can't find her. And a foul, and an interesting call there. Shannon Sullivan stepped in front of Jamie Clark, and I thought won the ball cleanly, but Bill Leak, our center referee, thinks differently. So Rachel Cohen is going to step up here from, nope, she's going to look like lay it off for Megan Dickey and let Megan have a shot. She rolls it back to her. Megan Dickey pumps it into the box. Ball takes a funny deflection. Megan Dickey might get another chance here. No, she doesn't. And number 4, Shelly DeMaria, could not keep it in for Poway. DeMaria's got her hands full on this right flank. Now Megan Dickey going to throw it in, looking into the box. She gets it in, and we've got a handball. Poway takes a quick free kick. Kamaya Damwick gets the ball, turns one defender, finds Crystal Sanza. Crystal tries to get it back to Kamaya. Kamaya's got a lot of speed, but she's not going to outrun Rachel Bueller for that ball. Rachel Bueller's got too much speed, and the ball was placed far too far in front of Kamaya Damwick. Now it's Rachel Cohen on the ball. Megan McAuliffe for Poway takes it to Briscoe. Poway, nice couple of passes there in midfield to keep possession. And a foul, and they'll still have the ball. Poway looking to push players forward now. Megan Briscoe's going to play this ball long. Got 7 Poway players now pushed forward. Long ball, pumped in the box. Claire Thomas can't get her head on it. Megan McAuliffe from long range takes a shot that gets deflected. And Kamaya Damwick tries to hold the ball up. She's a very skillful player with players on her back. Oh, and she turns the first player. Gets it to Claire Thomas. Claire Thomas is now in at the edge of the box. Turns it, gets her on her right foot, crosses it. Oh, for Crystal Sansa, it falls down. And Kamaya Damwick with a shot that's blocked out of bounds. Poway now really putting some pressure on. Claire Thomas, some nifty work in the box to turn and get the cross off. Kamaya Damwick flicks it in, and they can't get a chance out of it. Poway still putting them under pressure. Torrey Pine just knocks it out of bounds to relieve that pressure. Shelly DiMaria looking long. Claire Thomas with the flick. Couldn't get it on there. And it's Rachel Cohen back the other way. Rachel's got her head up and she's got it forward. Just kind of miskicked that ball, it looks like. Megan McAuliffe plays it wide to Megan Briscoe. And Briscoe cannot keep possession. But she gets it back from a little help from her friend. Now it's Kelly Schweihart, Crystal Sansa battling for the ball. These two young ladies, while their opponents tonight are teammates on the girls' San Diego Surf under-17 club team that won the national championship last summer. So you're watching players that play at a tremendously high level away from their high school teams. And obviously their high school teams are playing at a high level because look, here they are in the CIF semifinals. It'll be Titan throw in on the far side. Shadows are not too bad on that far side, but there's not nearly as much light as there seems to be on the near side. Torrey Pines gives it back, and the Titans knock it forward. Rachel Cohen distributes it wide to Megan Dickey. Megan Dickey looking long. Jamie Clark wasn't expecting that. And the ball is out of bounds for a corner kick. That ball was played for Jamie Clark, and I don't think she had any idea it was coming. She was putting her hair back out of her eyes, and the ball came flying by her. But Torrey Pines will have a corner kick nonetheless. Again, Torrey Pines very dangerous in these corner kick opportunities. Most every ball is going to the far post. The clock has been turned off here at the stadium, which means that we're into the last few minutes of the half. Poway clears it. Kamaya Damwick with the ball at her feet. She finds Sammy Crane, who steps around 2 defenders. Plays a little pass in the midfield, and Megan McAuliffe gets it, plays it wide. They're going to look for Megan Briscoe up the wing, and they've got her. It's 3-on-3 if Poway can go forward. Rachel Bueller's all the way across the field and out of the middle. And that's why. She's there to win the ball. And she does a great job. Now it's Crystal Sansa turning. And there's the whistle that ends the first half. The score here at Simcox Field at Oceanside High School, Torrey Pines 0, Poway 0. You're watching Girls Division I CIF semifinal action. Brought to you from George Langevin Productions. I'm Jeff Scott, and we're going to go to halftime. And we're back here at Simcox Field, Oceanside High School. We've got girls CIF semifinal action, Division I, Torrey Pines in the maroon and black. They're defending the south goal. The Poway Titans in their all-green kit, defending the north goal. There's no score in this game. Very exciting game goal. Torrey Pines has had probably better of the play. Poway's had some very dangerous chances on the counterattack, though. Torrey Pines back at it early on, pushing the ball forward. It's Jamie Clark for Torrey Pines. She tries to get the ball into the box, can't do it. I'm Jeff Scott, and you're watching George Langevin Productions.
Inbounding the ball will be number 20.
For a copy of tonight's game, you can call 858-571. Oh, we've got a ball cleared out of the box. And it's 3478. I'm sorry, that's 858-571-3478, that number. We got an early chance right there for Torrey Pines in the Poway penalty area. Poway able to clear it out of bounds. The Titans now with a throw in on the near sideline.
Inbounding will be number 13.
This game has been very evenly played. Again, I said that Torrey Pines has probably had better of the chances. Now, here comes Crystal Sanza for Poway. She has been their playmaker all night. She's trying to find Sammy Crane forward. And you can see Sammy is pushed forward almost all the way to the sweeper. Looks like Poway's made a few adjustments at halftime, and we'll get into those later. Carrie Meckling all the way across, looking for Carrie Schweihart. And she shielded off the ball. Poway doing a very good job of containing Schweihart, the speedy left midfielder for the Torrey Pines Falcons. Have a long throw. Schweihart wins it. Heather Young. Big, powerful forward for the Falcons. All the way across. Megan Dickey, shot on goal, save. Larkin Underwood, great save. The Poway goalkeeper, Larkin Underwood, has taken off the sweatpants, and she's out there doing a great job in the box, getting to that ball and holding it. It is a little bit slippery out here and a little bit wet. I also want to mention it's a little bit cold up here at Simcox Field. Temperature at game time wasn't that bad, but it's dropped significantly here in the second half. And the wind is just starting to pick up. I don't think the wind's going to affect play much. I'm looking at the corner flags, and down on the field, there's not much of a breeze. Now they play long for Crystal Sanza. Schweihart on the other end of it. Megan Briscoe coming through the midfield for Poway, tries to win it, can't. And there's Shannon Sullivan, the Poway sweeper, winning the ball. A little bit of confusion in the back, and Poway wins it. Now it's Schweihart again. Back to Jeffers. Jeffers now surging up the left side. Tried to get through. Schweihart kind of cleans it up. Now Jamie Clark flicks it on. Heather Young steaming in the left side. They've moved her over to the left side. She started the game out on the right side. She knocks it all the way across in the middle. She finds Megan Dickey. Ball gets knocked down by Claire Thomas. And a shot. It's up high. Oh, Larkin Underwood again makes a very nice save. Megan Bogard, also playing in the center midfield for Torrey Pines, got that shot away. Didn't really challenge Larkin Underwood that much, but it was on goal, and it could have been trouble. Okay, we've got a foul now against Poway. Schweihart knocked off the ball. Now it's Rachel Cohen running through the midfield. She's about 35 yards out. She's going to try to put a shot up, and it's harmlessly wide. Torrey Pines coming out just like they started. They're on fire, putting a lot of pressure on the Poway goal. The first half, they had a lot of possession and put a lot of pressure on, forcing a number of corner kicks. Let's see what they do here in the second half. Poway trying to get it out of their own end. Megan McAuliffe winning the ball again with her head. Rachel Bueller outraces Crystal Sanza for the ball. She has kept Crystal under wraps most of the time tonight. That's going to be the dangerous player for Poway. Poway's got 3 players forward now, trying to get that extra player forward and create that goal-scoring opportunity. Now Sammy Crane comes back for the ball in midfield. She cuts once, cuts twice, gets the ball to Crystal Sanza, and it's cleaned up. Lauren Jeffers knocks it long. Jamie Clark gets ahead on it, but can't control it, and the Poway Titans come away with it. Here's Claire Thomas. Looking up front. Rachel Bueller wasn't quite sure about that ball, and it skipped by her. Now Jeffers with the ball, calmly looking forward on her left foot. Plays the ball all the way for Heather Young. Heather Young can't get it. Here's Rachel Cohen, the playmaker for the Falcons. Over to Megan Dickey. Megan Dickey looking long. Long probing ball into the box. Larkin Underwood comes out, slips a little bit. I think she was just being sure. Got her feet underneath her, got her body behind the ball, made the save easily. Kelly Schweihart takes the ball out of the air, tries to turn, Tries to play a little give and go, and she does with Heather Young. Now it's Schweihart working her way down the left wing. Cuts back to the middle. Crosses at the far post. Megan Dickey trying to get ahead on it. Can't. Kelly Schweihart, though, somehow gets that ball. Schweihart again. Turns. Out wide. Sammy Sussman. Up the wing to Megan Dickey. Dickey turns, and Claire Thomas takes the ball away. Very strong play by Claire Thomas. And it's knocked out of bounds for a corner kick. Claire Thomas thinks it's her ball. Referee points to the corner. Actually, the referee's assistant pointed to the corner. And so now Megan Dickey will have the first corner kick of the second half. Still, there is no score in this CIF girls semifinal matchup between Torrey Pines and Poway High School. A lot of corner kicks here in this game. Torrey Pines very dangerous. Poway cannot give up too many of these. Here's the ball. And knocked out. Crystal Sansa coming the other way. She's got Kamaya Damwick running through the middle. Kamaya can't quite get to it, and Rachel Cohen with the ball for Torrey. Rachel Cohen knocks it back. Rachel Bueller over to Sammy Sussman. Up to Megan Dickey, and here come the Falcons again. Now it's Dickey into the middle of the field. She lets him a left-footed shot, parried away by Larkin Underwood. Larkin could not hold that ball. Great shot by Megan Dickey. And it's out of bounds. So Torrey Pines with a couple of great shots in the first 5 minutes of this second half. Poway absorbing the pressure. Larkin Underwood making a couple of really good saves here to keep them going. Now the long throw in. And headed out of bounds. Rachel Cohen looking for a player to play to. Rachel Cohen is really the playmaker on this team, not so much the goal scorer. She is looking for the open player all the time. You can see her pointing, moving players around, making sure that people are coming to the ball. Now Heather Young with a long throw. Rachel Cohen steps over it, and the ball runs by her. Torrey Pines easily with possession. Heather Young all the way across, looking for Megan Dickey. Claire Thomas heads it away.
Good job with people right now, Torrey Pines.
Torrey Pines able to keep possession. Rachel Cohen, a 1-2. Oh, and it's knocked out wide. Claire Thomas is going to have to play this very carefully. Jamie Clark was able to keep it in play. Claire Thomas, oh, she gives it away. Top of the box. Megan Briscoe cleans it up. That was a dangerous ball to give away at the top of the penalty area. And Tom Schwartz, the Poway coach, with a nifty little move to keep it out of the mud. Nice play, Tom. Now it's Rachel Bueller, the sweeper for Torrey Pines. She knocks it across. Switches fields to the far side. They're looking in the middle. There's Jamie Clark at the top of the box. She tried to find Heather Young and just out of her reach. Now Kamaya Damwick down this right wing side. Oh, she's got some speed. It's 2-on-2. Crystal Sands in the middle. She tries to give it back to Kamaya. Kamaya's in a foot race. Here comes Jessica Gellert, the goalkeeper, to make the save. You know, that looked very dangerous 30 yards out from goal, but Torrey Pines covered that very well. The goalkeeper, Jessica Gellert, came out and made a very strong play on the ball to keep Kamaya Damwick really from getting a shot off. Now, Torrey Pines content to knock it out of bounds. Well, this is what we saw in the first half. Torrey Pines with most of the possession and Poway with the quick counterattack. And Poway has some very, very skillful players up front in Kamaya Damwick and Crystal Sansa and Sammy Crane. We're going to have to see who's going to break first here. It's 0-0 in a CIF semifinal matchup between Poway High and Torrey Pines High School. Headed away by Kelly Schweihart again. And Poway will throw it in. Number 13, Sarah Araboa, throws it in long. Jeffers knocks it out of bounds. Sarah's going to take another crack at this. Kelly Schweihart now with a head on it. Heather Young. Poway keeps it in, though, keeping him under pressure. Sammy Crane with a nice little cut. Oh, she couldn't get the shot off. Poway now keeping Torrey Pines in. Oh, Heather Young off with it. She steps by one defender. On her way in. Gets Jamie Clark. And Shannon Sullivan, the sweeper, steps up and cleans it up. Now the ball just knocked harmlessly back. Larkin Underwood, the Poway goalkeeper, handles it easily. So Poway starting to assert themselves a little bit now in the second half. This is the first time we've seen them really put Torrey Pines under pressure for a consistent period of time. Kamaya Damwick all the way back to throw it in. She throws it long. She's got Crystal Sansa, who's cutting to the middle with the ball. It's 3-on-3. She's got Sammy Crane, and she couldn't quite reach her. Megan McAuliffe in the midfield for Crystal. Crystal couldn't get a foot on it. Poway with the ball, still putting Torrey Pines under pressure. Crossed in the middle. Rachel Bueller trying to clear it out. And again, knocked over here. Tom Schwartz is the most active he's been all night. A couple of balls out of bounds, keeping him busy. Long throw again. Crystal Sansa cannot keep it. The ball actually landed on the line, bounced straight out of bounds. It's Torrey Pines' throw. Lauren Jeffers into Heather Young. She can't keep it. The ball goes off Kelly Schweihart. It'll be Poway throw. Now Poway again with a throw in and starting to push forward. They've got 6-7 players pushed into the Torrey Pines penalty area looking for a chance. Kamaya can throw this ball very far. This is a dangerous ball. In a game like this, you've got to figure that a long throw in or a corner kick is going to end up being the difference in a game like this. Rachel Cohen tries to clear it out. Megan McAuliffe keeps it in for Poway. Now Jamie Clark trying to get on the other end of this for Torrey Pines. She can't. Sammy Sussman though ends up with the ball to Megan Dickey. Megan Dickey just steps around that tackle so easily. Such a skillful player. Now the ball knocked all the way back by Shelley DiMaria to her goalkeeper. And Larkin Underwood plays it away. Now it's Megan Briscoe. Poway gives it away. Rachel Bueller. Both teams a little bit unsettled right now. They're just whacking the ball down the middle of the field. Neither team content to hold the ball and build from possession. Heather Young could not keep that in play, and it's going to go out of bounds for for Poway.
Out of bounds, nice and tight.
Now the Titans really stepping up the tempo here, starting to play with a little more urgency, taking the game to Torrey Pines. It's a good long throw. Crystal Sansa not able to get on the end of that. Megan McAuliffe puts her head on it again. Megan McAuliffe been moved out to the right side of midfield, where she's doing a great job on Megan Dickey, keeping her under wraps. Now the ball into Sansa. Now it's 2-on-1. If she can find Kamaya Damwick over here, she's got Kamaya on the right side. It's Kamaya against 2 defenders. She's got Lauren Jeffers in front of her. She's going to try and take her on one-on-one. She steps over it. Jeffers pokes it away. Out of bounds. But a good chance for the Titans. And again, they've got another chance. Top of the box. Here's a shot. Can she get? No, she can't get the shot off. And Torrey Pines runs at him the other way. Megan McAuliffe holding, trying to find a player forward. Can't do it. It's Jamie Clark coming all the way back for Torrey Pines. And Kelly Schweihart, who can't quite hold on to the ball. Can Kelly keep it in? She does keep it in. Unfortunately, Poway wins the ball back. Now it's Torrey Pines. There's Rachel Cohen settling the ball down in midfield, making the nice pass across the field. Megan Dickey on the right side. She comes inside. The first half, she was very content to run up and down that flank. In the second half, she's been moving into the middle more and taking her chances. I'm not sure that was a shot from Kelly Schweihart. I think it was more of a cross, but it was knocked away harmlessly by the Poway defense. Now Jamie Clark looking for Heather Young. Knocked away. Rachel Cohen, though, wins it back with her head for Torrey Pines. Megan McAuliffe from Poway runs through the tackle, and she's going to get the throw. Referee first signaled Torrey Pines' ball. The assistant referee corrected him. It will be Poway's throw. Looking for Kamaya Damwick down this side. Kamaya gets her body in front of it and shields the Torrey Pine defender off. Sammy Crane with a little flick, and Crystal Sansa can't get the loose ball. Now again, it's Megan Dickey running at the defense. She has been very effective on this flank. Oh, Poway defense slips. Heather Young in the box, and an easy ball rolls harmlessly to Larkin Underwood. I'm not sure. I think Heather thought she was fouled. I think really what happened is she slipped in that wet turf in the goal area. Now it's Poway's turn to come back the other way. Megan McAuliffe doing a great job in the midfield, winning all those loose balls. There's a shot. Megan Dickey outside the box, harmlessly wide. Larkin Underwood decided just to lay out and corral that ball. Now there's Megan Briscoe sticking her foot in, trying to create something for Poway. Poway had a little bit of momentum, and I think they've lost it. Torrey Pines gaining momentum back. Sammy Sussman trying to push it into Poway's box. Megan Briscoe takes it on her chest, looking for Kamaya Damwick. Oh, is it now? She turns. She's got a couple of players running. She's got Crystal Sansa. If they look to the other side, oh, they missed Sammy Crane, but here, they've got a chance. Sarah Avaroa crosses in the middle, and Kelly Schweihart easily cleans it up and knocks it out of bounds. Heather Young could not come back and get that. Boy, Poway had a chance. If they could have got the ball across the field to Sammy Crane at the far side, she made a great run into open space. Crystal Sansa didn't see her. Now Crystal tries to play it across, can't. Shelly DiMaria gets to the ball. She plays Claire Thomas in on the left wing. Claire cuts, crosses into the box. The ball takes a skip. Oh my! Here's Crystal Sansa in on goal and just wide. Oh my, I think she'd like to have that chance back. Claire Thomas with a great cross in from the left-hand flank. Crystal Sansa steps around Rachel Bueller, the sweeper, and got a great shot on goal off, and it just whistled by the far post. Oh, that's probably the best chance that Poway's had tonight, and maybe the best chance either team has had. Substitution now for Torrey Pines. Jamie Clark's going to come off.
Number 13 is new, Torrey.
Yes. And it's Miley in again up front for Torrey Pines, replacing Jamie Clark. There's Shelly DiMaria stepping in and winning the ball. Claire Thomas to Megan McAuliffe. Looking forward. Poway gives possession away, though, and it's Kelly Schweihart again. Rachel Cohen trying to get the ball in behind the Poway defense, and she does a reasonably good job there. Ball is headed away and lands over here in Lake Simcox. Torrey Pines player looking at the ball, thinking, Miley's thinking, do I want to go in and get that ball or not? She didn't bring her hip waders. It's okay, Miley, it's just water. Oh, and a lovely move. Heather Young with a great shot and a goal. There's a great goal. She pounded that ball in from 25 yards out, beating Larkin Underwood, who I think was surprised by that shot. So a quick throw in. Heather Young turns and beats the goalkeeper just under the crossbar, right in the middle of the goal. The Torrey Pines Falcons are elated. They've worked very hard. They've had most of the possession. They've had the better of the chances, and now they finally get the goal. So now Poway's going to have to come back. Can Tom Schwartz and his Poway Titans conjure up a little magic to get themselves back in this game? Knowing Tom, I think they will. Both these coaches, very good coaches, and both of them have fine teams. Oh, a great bit of skill. Look at she dances through, trying to find Heather Young again on the wing. Boy, Miley's doing a great job since coming on and replacing Jamie Clark. Heather Young is going to take this throw in. Boy, she's a little bit tired, and she ought to be. She's done a tremendous amount of work here on the left flank for Torrey Pines. Now, Torrey Pines only pushing 5 players forward and content to leave 5 back to defend. Ball can't be cleared away, and Torrey Pines is going to get another throw in. You can see that Torrey Pines now has 5 players back close to midfield and only 4 or 5 players pushed towards the Poway goal. They know that 1 goal is enough to win it. They also know they can't sit on this 1 goal. Poway is a very good team and has played them very tough this year. As I mentioned earlier, these two teams finished 1st and 2nd in the Palomar League. Torrey Pines winning the Palomar League title with a perfect 10-0 league record. Poway going 8-2 in the league. There are only 2 losses coming to Torrey Pines by the score of 1-0 and 2-1. So it's 1-0 Torrey Pines halfway through the second half of the CIF Girls Division I playoff game. Rachel Cohen now with the ball. Looking for Carrie Meckling. Oh, and they've got Megan Dickey in all alone on the right side. She shoots, oh, and it's pushed over the bar. She was all alone, one-on-one with Larkin Underwood, and Larkin Underwood turned it over the bar for a corner kick. Great save by the young goalkeeper. I mentioned earlier that Megan Dickey has just been a terror on the flank, and here she is. She plays a quick corner kick. Cut back, cross in the middle. Nothing. They're going to knock it out of bounds. But Megan Dickey now over here on the left side. She is such a dangerous player for Torrey Pines, and she's creating chances on both sides of the field now. Poway has no choice but to bring 6, 7, 8 players back in the box and defend. They cannot afford to give up another goal. The ball played in the corner. Kelly Schweihart. Back to Heather Young. Heather crosses it in the middle. Oh, there's a glancing header. And Larkin Underwood's going to keep it at her feet. She picks it up and punts it up the field. Sammy Crane and Rachel Cohen giving chase. It's Sammy Crane with the ball. Sammy tries to turn, and she's knocked off the ball. There's a foul. Rachel Cohen does not agree with that call. I think Sammy Crane does, though. Now, Claire Thomas getting ready to take the free kick. Looking to go long. Poway's got to get a goal to get back in this game. They've got a lot of time, though. There's almost 20 minutes left to go in this half. Sammy Crane now plays it up to Crystal Sansa. Outside of the foot, she flicks it past the defender and tries to cross for Kamaya Damwick. Can't get it, gets it right back. Now here's Crystal Sansa again. She's got 3 defenders she's drawn, and she's trying to get the cross off and can't. Oh, amazingly, she turns and gets away. Here's Kamaya Damwick in the box. Can't get it. Megan McAuliffe from distance. A shot that really goes wide. Now here's Crystal Sansa again, one-on-one in the corner. And the ball's knocked out for a corner kick. This is Poway's first corner kick of the second half, and Poway really starting to put the pressure on. You can see the Poway players starting to come forward. In fact, Shannon Sullivan, the sweeper, is now pushed all the way up to the edge of the penalty area. Poway's got 7 players in the penalty box looking for the equalizer. Megan Briscoe, you can see her right there in the penalty spot, the tallest player for Poway. She's probably going to be the target for this corner kick. Poway gets set for the corner. They've got now an 8th player pushed in. Head on the ball. That's Adrian Boisvert. Little Adrian trying to get to the ball. She gets it out wide. Shelly DiMaria out there. Excuse me, Shelly DiMaria at the back now with the ball. And she gets it up to Sammy Crane. Sammy Crane looking, turning, still looking. Oh, and she slips. And so does the Torrey Pines player. Both players fell down, and Rachel Cohen ended up with that ball. Now Megan Dickey with the ball. She's going to go all the way back to Rachel Bueller. This is poise. Torrey Pines know they have the lead and the ball, and all they have to do is keep possession. Carrie Meckling, though, can't keep possession. The ball goes out of bounds. Now Sarah Abaroa with the throw in for Poway. Sarah looking long. Crystal Sansa holds off the defender and skips by. Kamaya Damwick tries to hold it and can't. Ball's kicked out of bounds. Tom Schwartz now, he's been demoted from head coach to ball boy as he chases that ball to get it back into play. Kamaya Damwick looking long. Nobody there, though. Crystal Sansa takes the ball on her thigh, turns in the box, and can't get a shot off. Now it's Megan McAuliffe from way out. She chips it over the first defender. Jessica Gellert, the Torrey Pines goalkeeper, goes out and gets it with her feet. She says, I can get this. Sure enough, she's got it. Looking to punt it up the field. No foul as 2 players. Now the referee blows the whistle. I thought there was a push there as Claire Thomas went down in a heap. Megan Dickey just bowled her over a little bit. Megan again playing strong on that right-hand flank. Now Megan Briscoe for Poway. She's looking into the box. She's got 8 players to pick up there. Maybe only 7. And the ball squirts through and somehow falls to Torrey Pines. They've got it out here on the right wing. It's Megan Dickey again. Oh, and she lets the ball run a little bit too far for her. Megan Briscoe takes it from her. Claire Thomas. Poway now challenging for every ball, winning every loose ball that they can, trying to put the pressure on and get the equalizer to get back in this game. Torrey Pines leads 1-0 in this girls CIF semifinal matchup. I'm Jeff Scott, and you're watching George Langevin Productions from Simcox Field at Oceanside High School. The winner of this game will go on to play in the CIF Finals this Saturday, March 3rd, at San Diego's Mesa College. Now here's Crystal Sansa into the box. Oh, and she can't corral it. Shelly DiMaria. Over to Abaroa. DiMaria. She's now probably the smallest player on the field, battling with Heather Young, who's arguably the biggest player on the field. We've got a substitution for Torrey Pines now. Number 4, Jamie Clark, is going to come back in and replace Carrie Meckling. No subs for Poway. Tom Schwartz is going to go with the 11 he has. Great bit of skill there. They try to find Heather Young forward. Poway clears the ball out of bounds. Poway's going to have to keep possession if they're going to get back into this game. They can't keep giving the ball back to Torrey Pines out of bounds. Now Lauren Jeffers with the throw. She's looking in the middle of the field. And she's got Rachel Cohen, who plays it wide. Sammy Sussman knocking the ball into the box. Claire Thomas is going to try to clean this up. If she can get there first, she does. Oh, Megan Dickey with a lovely move. Behind her leg and a shot. Oh, and Larkin Underwood dropped the ball, but pounced right back on it. Megan Dickey is right now, I think, the player of the match for Torrey Pines. She's dominating play on the flank. She's served all those corners and crosses in all day. Now here comes Crystal Sansa the other way. Poway's got to find a way to get back in the game. And they're going to do it with a long throw in. Kamaya Damwick is going to go get this ball. Poway's got 5 players pushed forward. Now here comes a 6th and a 7th and an 8th. Shelly DeMaria, speedy little defender, now pushed forward. Kamaya Damwick collects, looks, knocks it into the box. Kamaya's going to get this back. She's got to show a little patience. Oh, and she gets by one defender. Gets by the second with a little pass. And there's DeMaria again, knocked off the ball from behind. Kelly Schreier committing the foul. This is a dangerous spot, very dangerous. I'd say we're about 30, 35 yards out at an angle. Megan Briscoe is going to try to curl this ball in behind the Torrey Pines defense. Bill Leake, the center referee, moving the wall back, making sure that they're lined up 10 yards from the ball. The goalkeeper trying to keep them even with the post. Now, Poway with 7 players, 8 players in the penalty area. The ball goes up to the far post, bends in behind. Oh, Jessica with a great, and a shot on goal just wide. Jessica Keller, the goalkeeper of Torrey Pines, initially knocked the ball out, but Adrienne Boisvert with a great shot into the side of the net. Poway now putting on a little more pressure. Megan Briscoe, strong with her head. Now it's Heather Young, the goal scorer. She's got the only goal in the game today. Rachel Cohen distributes the ball wide to Kelly Schweihart. Kelly finds Jamie Clark in the middle of the field. She's all alone. Here's Miley, in on goal. Can she get the shot off? No, she cannot. Great sliding tackle by the defender. What a great play by Shannon Sullivan to strip the ball and go the other way. Now, here's Kamaya Damwick with a little stutter step. She goes around Rachel Cohen. She's got good speed. She's got Crystal Sands in the middle. Crystal's going to hold and look. Crystal's got 2 players on the other side. She picks out Megan Briscoe. Megan turns with a player on her back. Looking for a shot. She shoots it, and it's going to be high and wide. A lot of power on that shot, though. Now, that was probably the best Poway counterattack. Crystal Sansa got the ball, checked out both options. She had Kamaya Damwick on her right, and she had 2 players to the left, so she went to the left, picked out Megan Briscoe, and they got a good shot on goal. Jessica Gellert was not bothered by that shot at all, though. It was probably a good 10 yards high and wide. Goal kick is promptly headed straight out of bounds. And again, Poway coach Tom Schwartz trying to keep the ball in play, give his team a chance. There's only about 12 minutes left to go in this girls CIF semifinal match. Torrey Pines leads Poway 1-0 on a goal by Heather Young. And the throw will be to Poway. Now Poway pushing forward. The referee is actually going to overrule his linesman, and he's going to say the ball came off the back of the Poway player. Linesman missed that and didn't see it. So no substitution here. Torrey Pines just takes its time. Rachel Cohen with a bad throw. Kamaya Damwick. She'll try to do this. Take a good throw here for Poway. Into Megan Briscoe. Megan Briscoe's got Sammy Crane on one side, but she cuts back to the middle instead. Now she tries to find Crystal Sansa. She does. Crystal with the ball. Turns. Finds Sarah Abaroa, who crosses in the middle harmlessly for a goal kick. Sarah Abaroa just couldn't get anything on that. Really slipped and fell as she was trying to cross that ball. As I mentioned earlier, it has rained the last 2 days, and this field is a little wet. Although, from here, the field looks gorgeous. There aren't any standing puddles any longer. There were some earlier in the boys' games. Now the long goal kick from Rachel Bueller. Megan Briscoe with a head. Torrey Pines tries to settle it. And they just can't quite settle it. Now they just whack the ball forward and try to put Poway under a little bit of pressure. Shannon Sullivan, the Poway sweeper, easily collects it, looks forward, tries to get over Kelly Schweihart's head and can't do it. Now Lauren Jeffers for Torrey Pines will throw it in. They just play to feet, nice and simple. Square in the middle to Rachel Cohen. Rachel Cohen and Kamaya Damwick run into each other like a couple of cars in a head-on collision, and surprisingly, no one got hurt. Oh, now here's Heather Young, the goal scorer. She turns with one motion, puts a good shot on goal. Larkin Underwood handles it easily, though. About 20 yards out, Heather Young just turned and powerfully put up a shot on goal. Now Poway looking, trying to find a way to put this goal back in the back of the net and get even 1-1 here. Torrey Pines leading 1-0 on a goal by Heather Young. It came early in the second half. It's the only score we've had today. Megan Briscoe looking long. She's got lots of players forward. Torrey Pines just, clearing it out. And here's Heather Young on a breakaway the other end. Shannon Sullivan can catch her, and she does, and tackles the ball out of bounds. The referee says, is there going to be a foul? Yes, there is. The referee's assistant on the far side indicated there was a foul after Shannon Sullivan had knocked the ball out of play. It's going to be Poway's ball on a free kick. Very interesting. We didn't see anything from this angle, but I think the referee is going to have a talk with Heather Young, the goal scorer. Explain to her what happened, and here they come forward. We've got a player warming up on the sideline. Carrie Meckling for Torrey Pines. She's waiting to get back in. Dennis Costello is going to continue to put fresh legs in and try to run this Poway team. That's a great ball. It's Megan Dickey on the right flank. She looks up, crosses it. Oh, here's Kelly Schweihart on the far side. Kelly tries to turn her defender, cross it back in the middle. There's Jamie Clark all alone with a header. Oh, and a great diving save by Larkin Underwood. Jamie Clark all alone from 6 yards out with plenty of goal to knock it into and just couldn't get the ball past Larkin Underwood. Now Claire Thomas looking forward. Megan Briscoe. Oh, and now we've got one-on-one with Crystal Sanza. Kamaya Damwick into the box. She cuts. She draws two defenders. Oh, and can't get the shot off. Now it's Rachel Cohen for Torrey Pines. Rachel settles him down with a nice little pass. They're looking forward, still looking for that second goal. Megan Dickey can't get to the ball. Oh. It's Shannon Sullivan. Oh, there is the one puddle that we had earlier today in the boys' game, and I can see that it still is a puddle. Both players stumble and splash around, and it's Poway's ball. Jamie Clark now holds the ball. Looking for Megan Dickey on that right side. Oh, and there's the ball in that puddle twice, 3 times. It's the only place on the field where the ball actually stops in the water like that. Every place else on this field looks fine.
It's like water polo.
Now Heather Young, big, strong. Heather Young gets the ball out, digs it out, crosses in the middle. Here's a chance. And Larkin Underwood easily covers it up. Larkin Underwood had a little time there. She rushed her kick and knocked it out of bounds. And we're going to see a substitution for Torrey Pines. Coming off the field, number 13, Miley. Number 20 is Meckling, is going to replace her. Lauren Jeffers. Jeffers throws it in, and Poway wins it right back. Jeffers is going to get another chance. No. Yep, they're going to give it back to Torrey Pines. I thought it was Torrey Pines' ball. All the other players walked up the field like it was Poway's throw-in. So Lauren Jeffers get another chance here. Torrey Pines could cinch this with another goal. Poway has got to find a way to get possession back and go the other way. Heather Young turns, shoots, far post. Great bending ball into the box. Larkin Underwood makes the save. The ball knocked back in, and Larkin Underwood, way out of her box, handles this easily from the penalty spot. Oh boy, she's having a hard time with the last couple of punts. Sarah Abaroa up the wing to Kamaya Damwick. Now Poway's really got to push players forward. Sammy Crane and Crystal Sands are pushed very far forward. Megan Briscoe also now very far forward. And they're going to move the throw in back behind midfield. So Torrey Pines trying to hold the 1-0 lead here against Poway. Poway trying to find a way to get a goal. And it's going to be, and the referee's going to overrule it again. The referee's assistant indicated Poway's throw, but now it'll be Torrey's. And one of the Poway players being chastised by Bill Leake, our center referee. Crystal Sansa asking the referee why the ball went the other way. Now it's Rachel Bueller. Rachel Bueller looks upfield, trying to pick out Jamie Clark. She can't. And Shannon Sullivan wins it for Poway. Oh, and a nice little cut. Loses her player, finds Megan McAuliffe. Megan McAuliffe upfield to Kamaya Damwick. Sarah Abaroa with a hard tackle. And Rachel Cohen slows things down, knocks it back. Oh, a bit of a mix-up. Rachel Bueller didn't know that was for her. And Sammy Crane just knocked her down. Very tough tackle right there. Ball still in play. Somehow. Oh, and that was a payback. That was a foul that was a little bit nasty. Rachel Bueller knocking Sammy Crane down. And Sammy Crane had knocked her down early, and the referee didn't see it. And the referee saw this one, and Poway's going to get a free kick. Not a mistake that Torrey Pines can afford if this ball goes into the box and creates a goal. Megan Briscoe, she's looking into the box. Torrey Pines is going to step out. A great shot from way out, off the underside of the crossbar. Headed wide by Crystal Sansa. What a fantastic shot by Megan Briscoe off the underside of the crossbar. Kelly Gellhart was, Jessica Gellhart, the goalkeeper, was beaten. And the ball came right out for Crystal Sansa, who headed it wide. You won't get a better chance than that. That was Poway's chance to tie this game. We've got less than 5 minutes to play in this CIF semifinal matchup. We're watching Division I girls playoff action from Simcox Field at Oceanside High School. I'm Jeff Scott, and you're watching George Langevin Productions. Now the ball played wide. Oh, picked off by Sammy Crane. She finds Crystal going into the box. Crystal's got one player to beat, and she tries to cross it. The ball skips through the box and cleared easily. I think if she had that back, she'd like to take that player on one-on-one again. Now, Adrian looks down the middle. Little Shelly DiMaria couldn't get a handle on it, and Torrey Pines just happy to clear it. Torrey Pines with a little more panic in their play than we've seen out of them all night. They've been very poised on the ball, and they've kept possession all night. And now they give it away. Poway gives it right back. It's Megan Dickey. She's looking for Heather Young, intercepted. Jamie Clark now with the ball. She slips, falls down, gets it up again. So she looks for Rachel Cohen. Rachel Cohen finds Megan Dickey, and Megan Dickey was offsides. That was a great pass, though, a good look by Rachel Cohen. Megan Dickey just could not stay on sides. Torrey Pines now counterattacking very effectively. Poway has really carried the play for the last 5-10 minutes. They're pushing at the goal, trying to get that equalizing goal. Claire Thomas knocks it forward. Rachel Cohen heads it right back at him. Poway just can't seem to get that break that they need at the other end, and Torrey Pines seems to always get on the end of the loose balls. Torrey Pines does a nice job just to knock it back to the goalkeeper. Now here's Megan Dickey again on the right midfield. Oh, and she handled the ball, the referee says. The ball kind of ran up her arm, and Poway will get a free kick. Megan Briscoe back to take the free kick. Poway pushing players forward. Tom Schwartz asking all of his defenders to go forward. This is kind of a do-or-die moment right here. Now it's Megan Dickey. She's running with the ball. She's got Heather Young over on the far side. Jamie Clark in the middle. Carrie Meckling on the other side. Megan Dickey tries to keep it. She just runs to the corner now. Cuts it back. She holds it. She holds it. Megan Briscoe can't win it from her. The longer she holds the ball, the more difficult it's going to be for Poway to get the ball back. And sure enough, it's a corner kick. Very, very intelligent play by Megan Dickey to hold the ball. She forced the Poway defender to come and knock the ball away from her. And now they give a corner kick. And that's the final whistle. Bill Leake, the center referee, blows the whistle. It doesn't even let them take the corner kick. Torrey Pines wins tonight's Division I CIF semifinal 1-0 on a thunderous goal from number 21, Heather Young. She scored from about 30 yards out as we open the second half. The players are now going to meet and shake hands. Tom Schwartz and Dennis Costello talk about the game. Only one of these great teams could go on to the finals. Torrey Pines is the team. Torrey Pines, they win tonight's semifinal game 1-0. The only goal coming on a great shot from Heather Young from about 30 yards out. Torrey Pines took a quick throw in. Heather looked up and hammered the ball over the Poway goalkeeper, Larkin Underwood. Poway tried the last 10 minutes valiantly to get themselves back into this game. Crystal Sanza had a good chance to tie it up, but to no avail. So the Torrey Pines Falcons go on to the CIF finals, where they will try to win a record 13th CIF San Diego Section Championship. What a fantastic game we saw tonight. The Poway Titans have nothing to be ashamed of. They played a tremendous game. Now the players go through the ceremonial handshake afterwards. We've witnessed a great game tonight by two very good teams. And the win, a decisive goal by Heather Young in the second half. Again, the final score here from Simcox Field at Oceanside High School. Torrey Pines 1, Poway 0 in the CIF Division I Girls Soccer Semifinals. Torrey Pines goes on to the CIF Championship to be held this Saturday, March 3rd at San Diego Mesa College. I'm Jeff Scott, and you've been watching a George Langevin video production.
Talking about here?
I'm Jeff Scott, and I'm here on the sideline with Crystal Sanza of the Poway Titans. Crystal, a very tough game for you guys, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And you two have played, you've seen this team 4 times before coming into this, so you knew what to expect, but it was a very even game. I thought either team could have won this game.
Yeah, either team could have won.
Did you feel like you had a chance there late in the game, especially with that header that you had?
Yeah.
Now, what was the difference today as opposed to some of the league games that you played against this team?
It's for more today than it is during league.
There's more on the line?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more on the line. And did you guys do anything different in today's game?
A little bit.
What kind of changes did Tom make to combat Torrey Pines? Because having seen them 4 times coming in, you know what their tendencies are, you know who their top players are. What did you want to do differently to try to win tonight's game?
We were just basically trying to stop the passing.
Keep them from possessing the ball as much? Because it looked like when you tried to go forward, they tried to get the ball to your feet and go through you for possession. And unfortunately, it looked like it was just you and Kamaya up front most of the time by yourselves.
Right. That's pretty much what the strategy was.
Was it a good season, though?
Yeah, it was a good season.
And your highlight, now you're a senior this year, aren't you?
Yeah.
So what was the highlight of your high school career, do you think?
Oh, my. I don't know. It was all pretty good.
It was all good stuff? Well, thanks for talking with us. We appreciate it. Good luck to you in college. Where are you going to college next year?
UCSB.
UCSB? You're going to be a gaucho?
Yeah.
All right. Well, fantastic. Good luck to you. Have a wonderful college career. We hope it's as great as your high school career was.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm Jeff Scott here on the sideline, and I'm joined by the goal scorer, Heather Young, and Kelly Schweihart, the senior midfielder, did a great job out there. Ladies, talk about tonight's game.
Well, I thought we did a really good job. The first half, we didn't do as well, but we had a lot of shots, and I think we basically dominated the game. We did really good.
I thought so. Heather, tell us about the goal. What set it up and what you saw.
Well, I knew I had a shot, and I wanted to do it for my brother because he came to watch me tonight.
Your brother came to watch you tonight, so you scored a goal for him.
I did.
Now, you guys have played Poway a number of times this year. What was the difference in tonight's game?
We wanted it more. We wanted it more.
Definitely. I think that's what it was. It's just
In the Gabella tournament, in the semifinals, we lost to them, and that's when I injured my knee. So.
And also, we just want to play La Costa in the finals.
Our
We haven't
rivals.
played them this year in league
It's
or
on.
anything, so
That's right. You guys are in different leagues, and so now you get a chance. They're number 1 team coming in. You guys are number 2 team coming in. What can we look forward to on Saturday?
let's just say that we're gonna.
They're going down.
Yeah.
They're going down.
They're going down. Okay, you heard it here first. Kelly, fantastic job in midfield. Heather, great goal up front. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm Jeff Scott here on the sideline with head coach of the victorious Lady Falcons, Dennis Costello. Dennis, great game tonight. Talk about the game from your perspective.
Well, I think the surface of the field took a lot away from both teams. I think both teams are very skilled, and with a wet field there, it was hard to control the ball, but I think they've done a good job under the circumstances. Poway, this is the 5th time we played them this year, and 4 of those games have been 1 goal difference. The last 3 have all been 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. I figured if we get the goal, then it sort of psychologically it would sort of affect them, and I think it did. But you know, it was touch and go all the way right through till we got the goal, which was probably 10-15 minutes to the end there, and then they had that one chance there, hit the crossbar by Megan Briscoe. But, I think overall, I thought we had sort of dominated the play, and I think they were very dangerous on counter-attacking. And I thought that's probably the only way they were going to score. It wasn't like they were going to build something up, but I think counter-attacking was their main threat. And I think we had the handle of that. It was just that we didn't sort of take our chances. We had some good chances down here, and we never took chances. You know, didn't take advantage of that situation. I thought we needed to get more diagonal balls across, which we didn't do in the first half. We tended to play down one side all the time and starve the other side. So I think we worked on that a little bit in the second half, and Megan Dickey was putting some good balls across there. So, but you know, all power to Poway. I think they've done a good job. Tom's done a great job, and hope we can represent the Palomar League, come back with a winner something on Saturday.
Well, you did a fine job tonight, and the top 2 teams in the Palomar League battling here in the semis. You got La Costa Kenya on Saturday. What can we look forward to?
Once again, very, very good team. They beat us 3-1 the first game of the year, and we beat them in the semi-final of the Barons tournament, 1-0. I thought we dominated the game. We could have had a few more in that game. Once again, we let them, kept them in the game, and they was always dangerous. I think it's going to be a tough game because they all live in the same area. It's sort of throw form out the window, and it's whoever wants it is going to, you know, get the game, the way I look at it right now. So I just have a talk with these guys tomorrow, get them all psyched up for it. I don't think I have to talk too much because I think they'll all be ready anyway because they all play on same club teams and, you know, the rest of it. So I think it'll be a tough game. I really wouldn't want to predict who's going to win, but I think it'll be a good game.
Well, Dennis, congratulations. You're off to another CIF championship match.
Yeah, well, I hope we can get this one as well. So, you know, it's all good for the score and all that, rah, 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 and all that kind of stuff.
That's right. Good job. We'll see you Saturday. I'm Jeff Scott, wrapping it up tonight for George Langevin Video Productions. Tonight's CIF girls semifinal matchup between Poway and Torrey Pines went to the Torrey Pines Falcons 1-0 on a tremendous goal by Heather Young. She scored with about 10 minutes into the second half, and that goal stood up. Poway had a chance late in the game. Megan Briscoe with a ball came off the underside of the Torrey Pines crossbar, but did not go in the goal. So Dennis Costello and his Lady Falcons go on to the CIF championship on Saturday. Tom Schwartz and his Lady Titans, unfortunately, stopped here in the semifinals. That's it tonight from Simcox Field here in Oceanside. I'm Jeff Scott for George Langevin Video Productions.